Hello and welcome to Horror Rewind. This is Kelly Florence,
And I'm Meg Hofdahl.
and today we're talking about dun dun dun. Guess what? All things horror. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. How are you, Meg?
Good. I feel like we're talking about things you told me to watch and one thing I told you to watch. So I feel like we're like catching up. This is like horror catch up.
Yes, I'm going to write that down for our title for the week.
But spell it ketchup like Heinz
Okay,
ketchup.
I like that. Perfect. People will be like, "What?"
Yeah, I'm good. I'm hungry for lunch. How are you?
I same.
Yeah.
Also hungry for lunch. I'm
Yeah.
on a little lunch break here, and we thought, well, we'll get the a little short episode out for everybody so you can hear what we've been watching. But the big news is
Mhm.
our book came out on Tuesday, The Science of Witchcraft.
Yay! Yes, I'm so excited. I love seeing people like sending pictures of them having it and getting it. That always makes me so happy.
Now, somebody commented, I don't know if you saw the comment because we share social media for Horror Rewind, but somebody who has read all of our books said that this was our best one yet.
I did see that. That made me really happy. It made me smile pretty hard. So, I was very pleased about that because I mean, I think, we're just human beings and we get in our head. And so it's nice when somebody's like, hey, this is your best work yet. That's really nice.
Yay.
I'll
Yes,
take
so
a
thank you.
compliment.
Yes, we'll take it. So thank you, listeners and readers, for your support. And if you haven't gotten a copy of The Science of Witchcraft yet, order one wherever books are sold or come out to one of our in-person events, and we're happy to sign it for you or DM
Hmm.
us.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Meg, I watched Watcher because I kept seeing people talk about it on social media, and you watched it. We haven't
Hmm.
talked about it at all, though, yet on the podcast.
No.
What do you think?
Well, I liked it. I thought it was good, but I do have a but coming. I thought the end was great. I thought, I loved how they set up like the isolation and she doesn't know the language. I really thought it was a good movie. It just was a little slow for me.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, kind of like that feeling of like when is this gonna like kind of go to the next level, and I felt like it did at the climax, but then that was so fast and it was over, and I kind of wanted it to ratchet up a little faster, but otherwise I really enjoyed it, and I think it had, obviously a great message, and I love the ending.
Yeah, it was so good. And for whatever reason, the pace didn't bother me at all. I know some
Mm-hmm.
people complained about it being slow, but I must have just been in the mood for that slow burn. And I enjoyed it. I was thinking for a while that her husband was a serial killer because,
Mm-hmm.
he was kind like avoiding like,
Yeah,
late nights and
I missed
everything. And
that.
I'm like, oh, maybe it's him.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
Yeah, I think they did a good job of like, it's a female filmmaker, and I think she did a good job of like setting up the paranoia, and like I said, just the isolation of her, where they would have many scenes where they were speaking a different language, so you could really like, I think they were in Romania, where you could actually feel like what it's like to be her in that moment, which is you don't know what anybody's saying, and I just think it was well done.
I love how they also did that in Tunnelly Mustinen's movie, The Twin. It's like when there's a foreign
Oh
language
yeah.
being spoken and you don't understand it,
Yeah.
we identify with the character, the audience does, and I think that's so
Yeah.
clever.
It is. It's really clever, and yeah, it was used to great effect here. And I mean, the ending, I thought she was dead. I thought she was dead.
Oh my God,
And
I know.
yeah, so that was a great epic like moment of she ends up saving the day, so to speak.
Yes, and also like a man didn't steal her climax. Like she got to
Yeah.
kill the
Yeah.
dude at the end, so that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Exactly. Yeah. So the ending was well worth it. Even though there were a couple times I was like, okay, let's go, let's go. It was well worth it to get that ending.
Now, you said you watched Prey.
Yes.
I know that it wasn't necessarily something that you would seek out. You didn't think it'd be up your alley. Did it also, they did the thing where they didn't translate necessarily
Yeah,
this
yeah,
movie.
that's okay. Well, first of all, Luke, he doesn't watch a lot of horror movies, but he wanted to watch this one. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure. So we watched it together, which is rare in our household. And I have a confession to make. I've never seen Predator.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I've seen Alien versus Predator. I know like it's kind of like you could probably never see like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, and you know the character, right? Like you
Right.
know the elements. So I know the Predator. Um, but I think like we were talking about how I hadn't seen Dog Soldiers, and you and Nate were saying like watch it, it's so good, and I still need to. But like the word soldiers just like turns me off. I don't like any sort of military movie. And I think with same with Predator, I'm just like, this does not look like something I'm into. So with all that being said, I absolutely loved Prey. I thought it was excellent. I the main girl, just I don't know what it was about her, but she was just so kick ass but complicated, interesting. I understood like what her drive was. I loved her relationship with her brother, the dog. I mean, I loved
Oh,
everything. Yeah.
thank God the dog didn't die.
I know.
And I love that it was a rescue and that it wasn't perfect on set and they just went with it.
Oh, yes, yes. Is that
So
so it was
cute.
a dog? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, no, I really liked it. I thought, again, I think you're more into action than I am. I'm not the biggest action fan. And this is probably more like an action horror. But that's okay. I really liked it. And there were lots of bad guys that you enjoyed watching Predator, the Predator, I guess it's not the Predator, a Predator kill. So that's always fun. I love when they set up a bunch of people the baddie's gonna kill and you're gonna enjoy it. So
Oh,
that
that's the
that was
best.
great.
And did Luke
Yeah.
enjoy it?
He did. He loved it too. And it was really obnoxious because he had seen Predator and Predator 2. So he kept like being a know-it-all the whole movie. Like I didn't know. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, predators can like go be invisible." I'm like, "I know.
Like
Thank you."
I'm
Like first
watching
of
the
all,
movie.
I'm watching the movie and I already knew that, but thanks. So yeah, that was a little obnoxious. But otherwise, yeah, we had a good time.
Now, um, another movie that we both have seen now was on Peacock, They Them with Kevin Bacon, your
Yeah.
boyfriend.
I love how if I give just the slightest affinity, yeah, I guess he's my boyfriend. But
That
I
is
do love Kevin Bacon. I
no,
love
I
him.
know.
I love him. It's true. Yes.
So I had said it's fine,
Okay.
you
I
know.
liked it. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know why people slammed it so hard. I don't know. Now I'm coming from like a cis white um pers- lady perspective. So maybe my perspective isn't like, it's just my opinion, but and also I went into it with really low expectations. So
Yeah.
that helped as well. But I thought the message was good. I thought the horror was good. I think my only complaint would be that maybe they spent too much time on the message and not enough time on the horror. And maybe that was what was getting people kind of caught up a little bit, where it was like more horror. It was kind of like me watching Watcher too. Like more horror, give it to me, give it to me. So maybe because it's set up as a slasher, we just needed a few more kills, a few more like a little less character development, and maybe that was what the problem was. I don't know, but I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Campbell and I enjoyed it too. And so I know our opinion doesn't, seal any deal. You are all entitled to your own opinion.
Yeah.
So, um,
Also, I did not see the killer coming. I did not realize that was the killer.
yeah,
So I didn't
I
get
thought it was super fun.
so yeah. So that was fun. Good cast. I thought it was a good time.
Now, speaking of recommendations, you recommended to me Fade to Black because it's this guy who kills in classic Hollywood ways. It
Yeah,
was so much fun.
wasn't it? Did you love that the climax when he's like on top of Grauman's theater?
Of course. This was like, I feel like it was a fever dream movie for me.
Yeah. And like his whole room in his house is just like covered in posters, and it just made me think of you, like all the old Hollywood Gene Kelly,
Um,
you
I
know?
love it. Yeah. Not
It's
that
just a
we not that we stand a bad guy, but we stand a Hollywood fan.
yeah, we get that part of him for sure. Well,
So
good. I'm
thank you
glad.
for that recommendation.
Yes. Good, good, good.
And now we decided, Campbell and I, to introduce Vienna, my 9-year-old, to the Twilight saga, and we finished Breaking Dawn Part 2 last night. So
Oh boy.
now
So
rewatch.
what's your take on all of it then? Now that you've rewatched it, and you're older and like all that.
So something I realized is I have never rewatched the Breaking Dawn movies ever. I saw them in the
Yeah.
theater each once, and I've never rewatched them. Have you?
So no, I saw them once. Yeah.
Because it's so freaking cheesy. Sorry. You know what? I love Twilight like I love comfort food. Maybe it's not good for
Yeah,
me, but
yeah.
I enjoy it. But
Well,
those
and that's the
last
thing.
two movies are so cringe.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just from my memory of watching them the first time, I like the first couple ones, but yeah, by the time you're getting to Renesmee territory, it's getting off the
And
rails.
like
It's too much.
like Vienna and Campbell kept just being like, my wife about Jacob and Renesmee. Like it's funny because they've never seen Borat. Well, maybe Campbell has, but like that's just in the zeitgeist now.
Yeah, they just say it. Yeah,
And
that's
so
cute.
Vienna's like always like she's saying that about Jacob now. And she's like, she was team Jacob, she was team Edward to begin, then she was switched to team Jacob. And by the end of Breaking Down Part 1, she's like,
Yeah.
never mind about Jacob, but he's dead to me.
Oh God.
Because he imprinted on a baby.
I feel like we all went through this roller coaster. That sounds like me. It's like Edward, Jacob. No, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's a journey we all must go through, I think now. It's a rite of adolescent passage. So that's good. Glad. I'm very glad. Well,
And I know that it's probably problematic, and I know Edward's like a gaslighter and a
I
stalker, but I
I
still love it.
I know it's fine. It's fine. Like, so Dexter, so he is like reading very, very slowly. He's reading the Hunger Games trilogy. I know I sound very judgmental. He's 11, but I'm like, but he finished Hunger Games and I was like, okay, let's watch the movie. And so he's like, can I see the trailer? So I showed him the trailer and he's like, and I'm like, what? He's like, I don't know. Like, I don't like how it looks. Like, that's not how it is in my head. And I'm like, no, I agree. Like, it's always better in your head. And he's like, let's just watch all of them after I've read everything. And I didn't know if you knew, but there was a fourth one that came out. It's like a prequel or something. So he wants all those. So he's still in Catching Fire. So I have a long way to go before I can watch Hunger Games.
Okay.
But he wants to read them all first because he was like, he didn't like seeing like Katniss as an actress. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it. So I have a while to wait.
Now, speaking of reading, Vienna said to tell you she finished the Heartstopper graphic novels.
Oh,
And there's a new one coming out next month. So, she'll get caught up on that. But she's like, and this isn't really a spoiler because it's out in the world, it's published. She's like, tell Meg season 2 might take place in Paris.
Oh.
And I said, Paris is the most romantic city in the world. And she's like, I know. I read the book.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine?
Oh, it's so fun to have kids. It's so fun. Like, this is really fun when you can like show them Twilight.
And she's obsessed with Heartstopper and she's read all of it before I have. So that's fun.
Yeah, that's very cool. Like, and I think graphic novels are such a good way to get your kids into reading. Like, I sometimes I have some stubborn kids. And I think it's a way they don't even realize they're reading. So I love it.
Also, happy first week of school to us here in Minnesota for our kids.
Yay! My house is so quiet. I love it. Yes. How's it going for your kids?
So far, so good. And yours? I mean, I guess you'll find out today.
Yeah. The Dexter had a lot to tell me when he came home yesterday, but I mean, I was pretty much all good. It was cute because he had all this stuff to tell me, and then he had all these stories for Fox that like I won't understand. So then he went and told Fox all the like dorky things the teachers are doing. So, sixth graders.
Wow. I am so thankful that I am not a sixth grade teacher. Not that my college students probably don't make fun of me, but at least they don't do it to my face.
Yeah, I guess I am admitting he came home and threw some shade at us. But
Oh,
in a cute, lovable way, right?
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but middle school's tough. Middle school's really tough. I mean, who wants to go back there? That's a horror movie.
No, thank you.
No, no, no.
Speaking of horror movies, we have things
Mhm.
to look forward to. People keep talking about Barbarian.
I know. And I've heard the best thing is to go in blind. So I'm like,
Yes. I refuse to
I
watch a trailer or anything.
yeah. So I know I keep hearing about this. So yeah, I definitely want to see that. I'm very excited for Pearl. Like the trailer
Yes.
looks so good. How do you feel? Because I know you didn't love X. Do
No, I'm
you
excited for
like
it.
okay, okay. And what else? There's so many other
Well,
things.
The
There's
Invitation, people keep telling me it's really good.
really
Yep.
okay, okay. I
And
want to check that out too.
yeah.
What oh, Luke was telling me about, and I heard about it. It's some Timothy Chalamet movie where it's like a romance, but they're
Yeah, and it's a
cannibals.
cannibal. Yeah. I've heard that's really good
So
too.
that's intriguing to me. I don't know if I've ever seen Timothy Chalamet in anything.
Really?
Well, I
You
don't
never
know.
saw Say My Name? Call Me by My
No,
Name
what's that?
with
Oh,
Army
that's with,
Hammer?
no, I never saw that.
And you didn't see Dune.
No. So maybe this is now it's
Wait,
my turn.
you saw Lady Bird and Little Women.
I
Meg,
saw, oh, I saw Little Women.
he's in Little Women.
I'm sorry. I
Remember,
can't
he's
catch.
got that great scene with Saoirse?
Oh, okay. Vaguely.
All right.
I'm old. I'm old. I'm old. Like I think I told you, like Luke and I, we can't agree on anything to watch, so we end up watching like well, we both get so overwhelmed, especially him. So like we're watching a documentary on Nexium right now because like that's the kind of stuff that he like we can handle together. So
It's happened.
yeah, it's official. Like pretty soon we're just gonna like put on like Law and Order Criminal Intent or something. Like my grandparents were always watching Law and Order.
Oh boy. Well,
Yeah.
let's get off of this depressing path. Let me tell you, friends, if you're in the Duluth, Minnesota area, on Saturday, there's an event happening at Zeitgeist. It's a clothing swap. And one of our fellow builders and backers that we got a grant from, she's putting it on. And it's a chance to donate clothes, get clothes, and especially benefit the LGBTQIA plus community. And particularly, she's focusing on when people are transitioning. It's a way to gather clothes that you may not already own. So, what a great,
It's so smart.
yeah, a
It's
great
brilliant.
cause. So come out to that if you're around on Saturday. There's going to be a fashion show. There's going to be a drag book reading for
Oh,
kids. There's going to be, I think, food and drink available. It'll be fun.
I wish I could be there, but I will not be in Duluth. But that sounds great.
And then the following weekend, so a week from this Saturday, come out and see us at the bookstore at Fitger's, also in Duluth. We're going to be signing copies of all of our books. So stop by and say hi.
Yeah, please do. And can we eat at the boathouse while we're there?
Of course.
Is that what it's called? The boathouse? I feel like I call it the
It's the
wrong
boat
thing.
club.
Okay. See, there was a fancy restaurant when I was growing up in Steveston called the Boathouse. And like I can't, it's the boat club. Okay. But anyway, I want to eat there. So I'm
Okay.
just saying.
We'll eat there
So
after the book signing. I'll make a
okay,
reservation right now.
okay, thanks.
So, hey, we've already alerted the entire world where we're going to be.
Yeah.
So if you want to come and
If you
say
want to
hi,
come
you
boat
want to see,
club,
you want to come see Meg shove a pop over in her mouth
it's gonna
and me
happen.
drink a Miller Lite. It'll be super
Mhm.
classy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm excited now. Not that I wasn't excited to sign books at Fickers, but I just know I'm going to be like looking over at the boat club and knowing that I'm going to eat there.
I'm
It's
getting
just
on
gonna
Open Table right now,
highlight.
everybody.
Okay.
Okay, until next time, we'll see you in the horror section.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.